Hello everybody and welcome back. You may think, you seem pretty energetic. That's because I am, and I'm really excited to share this with you. Oh, and a bit sorry, I know I said I'd apologize for any future background noise, but I think I'm actually going to go back to apologizing for it. My parents have some music on downstairs, so I can't help that really, so sorry. And no, this video is not boring, despite the very bland thumbnail. It's just my carpet. You may or may not remember, about 3 years ago, we made a video titled LR. But then I just stopped. But after my dad, who made a lot of the videos, then it just stopped. Until all of a sudden, Living Room Tractor randomly appeared on the channel, along with Birdie Breaks Down, Molly and Frank's Bad Crash, and Dockside Mayhem. This then went on another month hiatus before I made something in my room, which is the first voice video I did, that I really knew was going to be on YouTube. And so then, out of nowhere, I decided I actually had a layout up before this, so I was really going to do a video on. But then temptation got the better of me. I rebuilt a layout that I've already tried to rebuild. It caused me a lot of it made me really upset when I couldn't really get the layout to work. But I think I got it now. And if you notice, this is a weird little rig. I have Thomas up just so I don't show you too much of the layouts. 1 second, this track is needed for the layouts. Alright. And you're thinking, oh, maybe it's one you just made a little bit ago. No. Living Room Tractor. I recreated the entire Living Room Tractor layout. This took forever to do. And when I say forever, I mean forever. I'm not even kidding, this took multiple hours to do. To get the track right. Sorry, I had a bit of a voice crack there. To get the track right. And I decided to go through a bit more pain and put every engine where I had it. So, I guess we go for an overview real quick. This is pretty much how the video started, except I could get a really good overview of the entire layouts. And then really came down here. After going over there and down here for a little bit. We started here at Hugo. Ever since I had to take down that layout, I've always wanted to rebuild it. I just never had the chance to. Until now. Temptation got the better of me, and I did it. So, let's get in with a narrated tractor on this. And some fun facts about the videos I made. First fun fact about the videos is pretty much every one of them, I think except for maybe one of them, with first take is the one I'm going to use. I was really lucky I wasn't interrupted by anybody. And I was really excited to put these on YouTube. So if you actually would notice, if you remember Birdie Breaks Down, Percy had the honey, and Hugo, Percy and Hugo are already here. I just had to bring Birdie over. And Edward was pretty much already set up for Dockside Mayhem, pretty much. Dockside Mayhem was my favorites. Speaking of Dockside Mayhem, let's do this fact real quick. If you remember in Dockside Mayhem, in the scene where Scotsman is going like over the viaduct like this, because this was this last little viaduct and layout, he was going up, he ran around, but then as he flew down this hill, well, that didn't happen. 1 second. Sorry about this. Sort of went down the hill, but then the last coach flipped off the rails. And I thought, oh dear, this coach is flipped off the rails. So I grabbed it, put it back on, and if you weren't paying attention, you'd see me just pull it away. But if you look really close here, you can actually see me pull backward just a second to see if it's connected or not. And then I'll continue on. Just put stuff back up on a spot. Right there. So now let's get in with the actual tour. There are a couple sections. I regret not doing a super in-depth look at the yards. And if you're wondering, where on earth are some of these buffers? A lot of these tracks just end in track. That's because back in that time, I only had these two buffers right here. No other ways to end the track except for my little Boulder Mountain thing. That was the only other way I could end a track. And nothing else. But now, I actually have something. Well, apart from the sheds, but the sheds weren't really using a lot. Oh, sorry about that. Add an itch on my hand. Okay. So let's start where we actually started in the original video. Down here. This is the part that got me last time. It didn't fit. That's because of these, like, 3 inches. I had that scooted up just a bit too far. It was amazing actually to get this done. So let's see. So we go around here. And disclaimer real quick. A couple of things have changed that aren't track-wise. For starters, 1, Harvey has a new look. 2, Rocky has his flatbeds. 3, the helicopter is no longer up on its helipad. And 3, I cannot for the life of me find Butch. His bright yellow paint should make him stick out, but I've got no idea where. Anyways, let's get going. So here we had the Lighthouse Drawbridge. We head along to the Stop and Go signal box. New Style Aaron Bridge, the Echo Tunnel, the Edward and the Hippo car, all the way around to the docks. This was a really simple docks. I was actually at this shipping building over there. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I'll make a bit of an updated version on this. It'll be the next video I do. And it'll have, like, updated things, such as probably a bunch of, first of all, buffers and stuff. But apart from that, let's get into this yards area, because this is a really nice yards area, in my opinion. So if you come down from Edwards line around these 2 big curves, and real quick, if I just count real quick, let me show you something. I'm going to show you how many little curves are used in this layout. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And 18 seems like quite the amount, and it really is, honestly, but let's compare that to how many big curves I used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. It already exceeds it. Surprised I used so many big curves on this layout. Anyways. So going straight through here actually just entirely bypasses the yards, but you can get back to it. You wrap around through there, around, that actually ends at the suspension bridge. You can go across this custom super long track. There are 2 more right here in Molly's or Hatta's. And actually, Molly's train is the exact same order as it was. The only thing missing was that 1 crate. I can't find that either. And I even used the exact same brake van and crate here. Flatbed, cargo, everything I could, I did the same. Even this scene. Except for the updated Harvey, of course. So this is really fun to make. See. So this wraps around and goes to 1 switch. So going this way, you can go to another switch. We'll go on these 2 lines because they're pretty much the exact same. One has a Colo doing a Mata Tower. So Topham Hats, Elizabeth, Frank, Timothy, and Harvey are like the main engines in the yards. Timothy's line ends, Frank's line ends, and then come over to this V-switch. Come to another V-switch. Doesn't matter which way you go, you can get to a different siding. So this siding and this siding right here are the 2 that end in buffers over there. This one and this one And over there, real quick, let me show you something. You notice this wasn't in, if you look closely, I kind of had to cheat here. These were never here. I couldn't get the spacing just right here, so I did have to cheat a bit. Oops. Not my fault, though. Not my fault. Anyways. That's the big yards area on, nope. That's the big yards area on this layout. Over there's another switch to this siding right here. And then I think we're gonna go over here to that switch, and we're gonna go up to this signal box, or mine tunnel, suspension bridge, and wrap around here over this bump, like big hill thing, around to this switch. This actually wraps around to Percy in the Honey car, around to Rocky siding. And that keeps on going all the way down to where Molly and Frank had their bad crash right here. And that leads in. That track right there, it's this one, leads past Molly's to top of Manhattan right here. Then we have Scotsman's Line, which is that track right there, the one with like the hill that doesn't use the support. There. Goes up to that little bridge, around the Scotsman, down, around to the two red bridges. There's that one track that was used in that little intro part. Down and around. Alright. I think this is everything for this little layout. It may not be my biggest or most intricate layout, but it was the beginning of layout videos for my YouTube channel. So hey, you can't blame me, it was my first one. I mean, I came far from making layouts. Usually my mom or my dad or my grandparents made the layout for me, and I'd play on it and stuff. Always making the engines crash. I can give a pretty accurate representation of like one of the first layouts I built by myself. Imagine this, except it was that hill that's right there. Like this piece. It wrapped around, like this. It didn't go up, it just ran straight in the back of it. That was one of the first layouts I can remember that I built, like, by myself. I came far. This is like, this would make younger me very, very jealous. I mean, just like, the layouts you see today would make younger me jealous. Like Thomas Wooden Railways layouts, the Shining Time meetup layouts. That's just really big. So yeah, and Birdie is right here along Bulge Roads over there. I still couldn't find Butch. I don't know why. But hey, who knows? It'll probably turn up in the bin sometime. That's the bin. It just got all my trains in there. Sorry about that, I'm a bit tired, honestly. I spent a lot of today doing this. Here's a crane in Stafford's charging station. There are some log loaders in Harold along with Sir Topham Hatt. So everybody, this has been a remake of my first Thomas Wooden Railway layouts that was on YouTube. But this will be named, instead, Mystery Layout Remake. This will be like, remake of a layout. I'm just going to make it a layout video and then not give you any other context on it. And you'll have to find out for yourself. I'm not going to tell you the name or the thumbnail what this is, and you'll have to find out. So, that's been Thomas the Train with another video, and goodbye!